Alrighty, today we are talking about overcoming obstacles in sales and in life and business and why you need to push through it just when you think that you can't anymore, and that's where you're going to find your success. If you like what you think you're about to hear, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps out, helps the video reach more people. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let me give you the background of the story of how me pushing through when I really didn't want to make the sales call ended up working out very well for me. So background, my name is Jacob Tuweiner. I'm with X27, a done-for-you marketing and sales agency. We've generated over $100 million for our clients, and in the last 6 months, I generated close to $1 million in closed business. So I have a role at the company as a salesman. My job, and I'm doing laps in this place where I'm staying for the week, so pardon me, but my role in the company is to sell and bring on new business. So I bring on new accounts, new clients, and once I bring them on, my role there is pretty much done. I'm now going to continue on bringing on new accounts and new clients. But I had a few clients that were behind. I made a video about this before, and I wanted to catch them up. Luckily, almost all of them are caught up, and one of them that was in dire straits, I jumped on personally, and I'm catching them up. So here's the background. This client is an occupational health clinic. They're in the Midwest, and they're a startup company, and they needed someone to cold call local businesses in the area to book meetings with decision makers to convince them to send their employees to their health clinic for things like drug screenings, physicals, and injuries when they're injured, right? Occupational medicine is basically anything that has to do with the workplace. So if you're injured or something like that at work, that's an occupational health injury, and that's what they deal with. So we put on a few people on their accounts to cold call. The first person that we proposed to the account didn't go so well. The second person didn't go so well, and 2 months in, they're behind. And I'm like, okay. They kept saying, look, Jacob, we still like you. We still like X27. We just don't really like who we've been working with. So can you, so I offered to jump in for them to catch them up. And I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I just knew that I would put in the work that they needed to catch up. So I offered a cold call for them. Now, I haven't even done that much cold calling, guys, until this. And I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to occupational medicine. I mean, I had to learn what it meant. I had to look up the terms. I had to research, and I had to, learn and ask a lot of questions. And it was hard for me, right? And I'm also not getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid any extra. I'm not getting any commission when I book a meeting. I'm just solely doing it for the client to catch them up. And eventually, I'm going to replace myself with someone else, which we're working on now, and I'll go back to sales. So that's the background of the story. Now, look, cold calling is tough. Cold calling is one of the hardest things to do in sales and in life. It's also one of the most powerful, and anything worth doing is not easy. Cold calling is raw sales, and it makes you face a lot of rejection when you are cold calling, right? You get told no a million times, and for some reason today, it happened almost every day. I'm like, man, I really don't want to be doing this. I don't really want to be cold calling for them. I'd rather be selling. I'm not getting anything out of this aside from knowing that I'm catching them up, which is important, but and I get in this mindset in my head where something in my brain just keeps telling me you're going to fail, you're a failure, you shouldn't do this. And that's called the evil inclination. That's your evil inclination. That's the devil on your shoulder telling you that you aren't going to do it, that you suck, you can't do this, it's not worth going up to that girl, it's not worth applying for the job, it's not worth starting the business. That's that part of you that's telling you no. And today, that was happening especially a lot. And I've actually caught them. So up until today, I had booked them a few meetings. I was doing well. They're back on track. They're getting there. They're way in the right direction from where they were before. The client's happy. They're probably going to renew. So it's good. We still have some ways to go. And today, I had to do some heavy cold calling. And I just woke up today on the wrong side of the bed. I just really did not want to cold call. I had to go for a walk and think about it. I had to go for a run to get myself, feeling better. I had to write about it in my journal. And here's what I decided. Here's what I realized. Over the last few months, my main goal has been to become a really professional salesperson, a full stack salesperson that has a high close rate, can overcome objections, all this stuff. Up until now, I've never really had a cold call. I mostly just did cold email because I was able to book so many meetings from cold email. So I never cold called. But cold calling, even though I don't like it, the act of cold calling itself, cold calling is one of the best ways to build up your skills as a salesperson. It's one of the best ways to learn how to take rejection over and over, to be persistent, to be disciplined, to be consistent, to communicate properly, communicate value in a short period of time, overcome objections, reach the right people. All of these things are critical for sales. If you want to be a good salesperson, cold calling will get you there quickly because it teaches you what you need to know to be a salesperson. And every day in my journal, I write about what I'm grateful for, my goals, my affirmations, things like that, and my tasks for the day. And one of my goals I've been writing about every single day for the last several months has been, I want to become a professional salesperson, right? And this is the shift that I had in my head that has helped me do well with this account. I realized, okay, I've been asking the universe or God or whatever you believe in, right? I've been asking to become a better salesperson every day. I want to become a better salesperson. And here I am in a situation where I have the perfect opportunity to become a good salesperson. Why? I'll tell you why. I'm selling a service normally that's very easy to sell. Marketing services are incredibly easy to sell because you're literally selling more money, more leads, more business. It's the easiest, everyone wants it, and it's very easy to quantify the value and communicate the value of more leads. It's like, how much more do you want to make? Okay, great, we'll help you with that. Easy. Now I'm selling something that I have never even heard of before, which is occupational medicine. I'm not a doctor, I have no background, didn't go to school for it. I'm calling into an area I've never been before, selling something I've never done before. Cold, stone cold. Okay, so it seems like a big challenge, and it is. It's not fun. But what it is fun is knowing that I'm working on my sales abilities and I'm learning how to sell something that's very abstract and very different, right? So I realized if I can sell this, I can sell anything, especially if it's over the phone, if it's cold calling, right? And the second thing is, a good salesperson, a truly professional salesperson, there's plenty of salespeople who don't do this. There's plenty of salespeople who just make a quick buck and move on. But the true sales ones that want to make a career in sales, they care about their clients, they stand by their clients, they stick by their clients, and they make sure that they're getting what they need. They are a client advocate, okay? And this is what the opportunity is. This is the opportunity for me, even though I'm not making more money from it, even though whatever. The value of this is I get to be a client advocate, and I get to stand up for my client and do what's right and take care of them. So those are the two benefits of doing this. And this is the mental shift that I made in my head. It went from, oh, woe is me, I have to cold call, this sucks, I don't like it, to I get to wake up, I get to put my thinking cap on and figure out a way to sell this service I don't know how to sell and to take care of my client. If I can do this, I can do anything. That's the mindset that I have. So I said, okay, God, you've given me the opportunity to do this. This is a challenge. I'm going to take it on. Okay, or the universe, whatever you want to say. So I start calling today. And I've booked meetings before, but today was especially hard. Right when I was about to not call, I was making excuses why I shouldn't make the call. I said, you know what? No, I need to call. I'm going to do this, whatever. Very first phone call that I make, I booked the meeting. First call of the day. I get through a gatekeeper, I get past the gatekeeper, I give the elevator pitch, I overcome an objection, I book the meeting. Bam. 2 more calls later, I book a second meeting. And then I made a third call and I booked a third meeting. There's 10 phone calls today. Something like within 10 cold calls, stone cold. I don't even know who I'm calling. All I have is a list of companies and a phone number. And I call up and I say, hey, this is Jacob from HFIT Occupational Health, calling about your company's physicals and drug screenings. Could you please help me out and let me know who's the best person to speak with about that? And they'll either hang up on me or tell me they don't know or whatever, or they'll put me through to the person. And then I get them on the phone, give the elevator pitch, and try and book the call. So that's what I'm doing. And by overcoming my evil inclination and by changing my mindset, I was able to push through and have my best day yet with cold calling. 3 meetings and 10 phone calls is crazy. Now, it's luck, and overall, my meeting book rate from cold calling is probably 5%, which is still pretty darn good for cold calling. But the point is, by overcoming that voice in my head that told me no, right when I was about to quit, right when I was about to give up, I decided to keep going. I did, and it was a great result. And this is true in a lot of areas of life. When that voice in your head is telling you to stop, to quit, that you can't do it, that's when you need to push through even further, even harder. Because most people will give up at that moment when they start getting psyched out in their own mind. The people who can push through and keep going regardless are the ones who win. And so I wanted to make this video to talk about the importance of pushing through, beating the evil inclination, and having the right mindset in sales and in life, because this is how you win. Whether you're doing sales, starting a business, whatever it is, you're going to be faced with moments, with challenges where you are presented an opportunity and it's very hard and you start talking yourself out of it. But the people who can push through, the people who can keep going when the going gets tough are the ones who will overcome and who will succeed. So I'm feeling great after today's cold calls. I wanted to make a video to talk about it and share it with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's definitely not like my other videos that I've been posting recently about cold email scripts. This is more of a sales mindset video, but I hope you like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh wait, just kidding. If you want a lead generation training document to help you generate lots of leads for cold email very quickly, very easily, step-by-step videos to help you, out with your lead generation, so you can find the decision maker, find the right company, and even give it to a virtual assistant who is going to be able to generate the leads for you very cheaply, very quickly. This is the document for you. One of my students has already made several $1,000s after downloading this document and actually implementing what I taught him. And you can do the same. It's free. Just click the link down below, and I'll send it to your email. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new for sales and cold email content. And let me know about a time in your life when you felt like giving up. Let me know, did you give up or did you push through? And what happened? What happened? What happened afterwards? And was it the right choice or the wrong choice, and why? Let me know. Looking forward to it down below. Bye-bye.